Hi guys, this is your channel host Vignesh for channel Fitmotech, and in today's video we are going to unbox this cabinet which is going to be on my next build. So if you want the build video, I'll just put in the I button above. I've done a build with the i9-9800KF. It's a 390E motherboard. So now let's see about this case. It has a 1 year of warranty. ANTEC is a really new brand for me. I was mostly a user of Corsair. I had the Corsair Carbide Spec 3 case, but I was totally inspired because it's a cheap and best case for budget builders. And even if you have a high spec PC, you can just build it inside it because it's a mid-tower and it can occupy less space. Mostly like the H500P on a low cost. And I bought it from Amazon for about 6,750, about $90 US. So let's see how the inside product is, and if you want to buy this product, I will just post the link in the description box below. You also get the specs on the rear of the box, and if you go to www.antec.com, you can just find the model, and these specs will be available over there. If you want to know the specs, I'll just zoom in and you can take a look on your PC. Just take a screenshot. So these are the specs. On the other side of the box, they have just separated the PC, and they have just shown what are the parts available on the PC. Now we can just start the unboxing process. Knife. Opened it. Always opening a box and pulling out the product is totally tough. So I'll just take it out and then we can just continue. So I've just taken it out of the box. Just unboxed it and it looks amazing. Just the panels have come out. So these are magnetic panels, I think. They just stick. The most important thing because of which I bought this case is that it has really a good airflow ventilation in the front. It doesn't have the glass like structure which will build the aesthetic thing, but it will not help in cooling the components. But I am going to put a 9900KF inside it, so I am just trying to optimize it with a good airflow. We will just take a look at the IO ports. So we probably get a power button, a restart button, and the two LED lights for the hard disks and the power. You also get a LED interchangeable LED light switch over here because you have totally 3 fans inside it, which has a ARGB function, and you get a 2 USB 2.0 ports with a headphone and a microphone jack in it. You also get this USB 3.0 port for extensive use at a high speed. So let's look at the other side of the case. So this side panel is totally transparent and it is too large. I was a user of a Corsair Carbide case, so which had a small transparent panel which was not clear enough to look at my parts. But if you are a tech builder, you always like to look your components and this will help in appealing look for you. So let's open this and see what we get inside. So we'll just remove the thumb screws. So after removing the thumb screws, handle the side panel with care, and it's a bit heavy, guys. I think they have given a standard tempered glass with this, which is hard and heavy. You have a 360mm rad space over here, so you can just fit a 360mm radiator over here. So you can just fit it like this. In the top, after removing the magnetic strip, you can just find that there is a space to install 280mm rad or a 240mm rad, or you can also fit 2 fans of 120mm. This is the power supply spot where you can just install the power supply, and here there's a closed case where your wires will be moving to the top part and getting installed in the motherboard, so you don't have any clutters visible while you are seeing through the tempered glass. 20mm ARGB fan. This is just an pre-installed fan which you get it. So totally you get 3 fans pre-installed in this case. So guys, you can just install a long GPU over here. It's about 350mm. So they have given a long clearance for your graphic card if it's also a triple fan graphic card. This is a 3 fan Zotac 2080 amp. I just made into a fitted it to a Kraken G12. So I adjust only the air cooler. So you can just find that you have a good amount of clearance for your graphic cards, even if it's long. You get the place for the motherboard port, and you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get a 7 slot PCIe ports where you can just install 2 or 3 sets of graphic cards, or you can also install capture cards. PCIe slots, which I told that it will be empty, no. So those PCIe slots are also given, so you can fill it up. They have also given us places to mount our power supply unit. So let's open the other side of this case, and they have also given thumb screws over here, so you don't need any tools to unscrew it. Now let's take the panel. The panel is slightly flexible, but it's okay guys. For the price point it's good. Just get a kit over here which they have given it. So we'll just take a look what's inside in the last. You get totally 4 places to mount your SSDs. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go to the website, they will be detailedly showing you with colors and pictures. You get a small PCB over here which controls all the ARGB fans. I think these are totally 6-pin ports. So I think that you can't install any other fans. But in this 3 is controlled by this unit, and there's a switch in the top, so that as I said, the switch controls this unit, which is like a hub which controls all the ARGB. So I think there will be a ARGB header wire which comes over here, so that which will be installed on the motherboard. There is quite a good amount of room for wire management, and the holes are being given. There is no rubber paddings in these holes, so be safe in just routing your wires. Don't squeeze it. One port is HDD and SSD convertible, and the other 2 ports are the HDD ports, where you can just install 2 3.5-inch hard disks, and on the top port you can just install a 3.5-inch or a 2.5-inch hard disk. It's just optional. You can just install totally 4 SSDs and 3 hard disks for the PC. If you are a productive person, you just need to have lots of hard disks for storing your footages or your projects. So you just need a large amount of space to mount your hard disk. So you have 3 ports to mount it on. You get a good amount of space for installing your power supply unit. You can install up to 1500 watts of power supply unit in this if you want it, if you need it. And there is a ventilation over here to make your power supply unit to breathe well. You get 2 foots over here, which gives you a good gap for your power supply to breathe, and it's also a good reason for that. The power supply will maintain cool temperatures when it's on high load. To take a clear look, you have 4 rubber pads over here for giving you friction, and there is no bottom mountable radiator ports. It's a small con, but even though you have lots of ventilation, it could be an added advantage. But you are mounting your hard disks over there. So now you can also find the foot is sturdy enough to hold up to the weight of the PC. You also get a few cables over here which can be installed on your motherboard, and these are totally sleeved and are of good quality so that it can last long. The length is also good enough for you to route it out inside. Let's see what they have given inside this box. So you get installation and instruction manual over here. So you can just follow this if you are a new builder. They have given the PCIe brackets, guys. So if you use it for a GPU, you can just fill it with them. So it's a good package. Wow. So these are the motherboard screws, and these are the Velcro straps, and they have given some zip ties. So I have built my PC, and it's just a sneak peek for you guys. So if you want a full video on it, you can just check the I button above. I have also found some cons after building. So the first con is that I was not able to fit a third fan inside the case for a push-pull configuration. I was dependent on the 2 fans in front of it. So that was one of the problem which I faced. For professional builders it will be a problem, but for normal users it's not a problem at all. Second issue which I found in this case is that you can't mount your hard disks like swapping it like this. There's a screw hole over here. You just need to mount it with a manual screw, and to install it you just need to remove the cage, and the screws of this cage are underneath. So it's not a problem, guys. You're not going to swap the hard disk regularly. And the other important good things are in this case that it occupies lots of varieties of motherboards on all sizes, and the cable management space is also good. And I have done my cable management like this, and it was easily made it out of this case. The major advantage is that you have lots of holes to route your cables neatly, and it also can be managed perfectly. I really need to speak about this PC, guys, because it has made my day. I had my old PC which has only one color, but this PC has 6 different colors with 15 different patterns, which can be operated using a switch which is located on the top of the cabinet as I showed you previously. This can't be controlled using any other software like RSync because it has no ARGB function. It is only a RGB fan which is controlled using a button. I really have to say that it is a refreshing one to see because I had my old PC which was boring with the same color to be looking daily. But this has different colors to be switched so that you have a refreshing PC every day. So I think that this video would have been helpful for you to know about this product, and if you like this video, please do like, share and comment down below. And this is Vignesh signing off by saying live your passion.